Hello, I'm MKX Toycat, and welcome back to the Minecraft Update News videos. They're the best type of update news to share with you all because a brand new beta or snapshot is available for, in this case, Minecraft Bedrock. It is a brand new 1.16.220.56 beta, and basically it adds the brand new caves and world height to Bedrock. This came out yesterday, and that didn't sound too exciting because we've already seen it on Java, but even if you're a Java player, you're going to want to see this because they've implemented it in Bedrock in a very interesting, slightly different way, which we tend to see in Minecraft Bedrock Java differences, and I'm very excited to check it out for the first time today because caves look very different, especially when you go super low down, and let's show you precisely how. And actually just dig straight down. You know, this is very exciting. I want to tell you that, did you know 99% of house fires happen to non-subscribers? But way more exciting is the fact that now, for the first time, you know, we've had cliffs on Bedrock for forever. They've been testing out cliffs first on Bedrock, caves first on Java, but finally we're getting the caves on Bedrock. As you can see, we're going below Y0 for the first time, and then crazy enough is what happens when you go down super low down. We're gonna need a potion, aren't we? So as you can see, this is a pretty normal looking cave. The big difference between Bedrock and Java in this case is the fact that there isn't Deepslate down here yet. Deepslate and all of the relevant blocks that are coming in the summer update part of 1.17 are not going to be found here in the Bedrock beta, it looks like. You can see how it's very weird to see the new deeper caves, you know, with the lava pits and how that works, but here on Bedrock. But the thing that you might find weirder is the fact that it literally will go straight down to Bedrock lair. In fact, here it is, Bedrock lair with some diamonds poking out. That's kind of strange, a little bit confusing, but it's not entirely out of place. But what's really out of place, in my opinion, is what happens when we go even lower than this, because as you can see, the caves do not know where Bedrock is. One of the interesting bugs that happened with the Never update is Minecraft does not know where the world generation ends. For whatever reason, this is a systemic Bedrock issue. They haven't been able to work out the bottom part of where caves should generate, and so instead those caves just generate into the ground, and that ground just so happens to be the Bedrock floor, which means that you'll get caves that literally kind of tunnel down to nothing like this. This is kind of exciting, but I'm sure we can find better if we look around here. Wait, I was lying about Deepslate not being here on Bedrock. Apparently, Deepslate, for whatever reason, is only found on Bedrock between about layers 7 and layers 12. Which doesn't make any sense to me. I guess what they're doing is they're preparing for the first half of 1.17 with this, and they're going to have Deepslate be the very bottom layers of the existing world. Or maybe, I can't even comprehend what that is. Yeah, this is the most bizarre thing to look at. You can see how the caves just have like random splodges of Deepslate in them that do go down to here. Also, you can see in this update, they've included the brand new biome blocks for pointed dripstone, etc, etc. Again, I feel like this is a really interesting look as to how 1.17 will be split in two, because they have said they're going to make all of the blocks from caves and cliffs available this summer. It's just the world generation that's coming later. So I guess the way they're doing this is adding copper, adding Deepslate above Y0, and then later they're just going to move the cutoff point from where it is right now. Again, very low down and the world can't detect it, to being over there. Super interesting, but it gets more interesting than even this, and I think this is already bizarre enough to see, like, what looks like fake cave biomes. This looks like someone just took the blocks and tried to make their own kind of lazy biome, and again, let's not be too critical, because again, it is just a placeholder. But even more interesting is what happens when we go lower down. So as you might recall, mountains existed here first on Bedrock, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they're still not fully functional on Java. So here is a mountain. It's very delightful, it's very fun. It is one of the features that will not be included in the first half of that 1.17 update. It's important to reference. However, maybe as a result of that, or maybe entirely coincidentally, look what happens if you dig down from these mountains, because now there are actually brand new caves that exist down here. I mean, not below the mountain, but once you go below the normal cave height, what you'll start to find is this. As you can see, oh, we've got some water coming in above us, it looks like. Oh, the water is not flowing down here. Oh, now is a great opportunity to mention, by the way, that now is a great time to mention, by the way, they've made it so when you're swimming in cave water, it's actually a lot more visible than it is in the ocean. Even though I really like that as a gameplay change, it does seem a bit counterintuitive, right? Like, wouldn't the ocean be clearer than cave water? I mean, that's my version of things. But anyway, so that said, if we go down even deeper than this and we cover up ourselves so there's no direct water above us. Wait, you can see that. While there's nothing here, it's pitch black. If I remove that block above me and the water gets back here, I can see things again. You can now see better inside of water than you can in pitch black, which is bizarre. It's also bizarre and a little bit sad to see the size of these spiky dripstone caves and how, like, there's a bunch of them in the existing caves as like a filler for having new cave biomes, but it just doesn't do the job. But anyway, if we go down low enough, you'll get this super weird, again, almost messy kind of thing, because again, Minecraft Bedrock Caves cannot tell where the bottom height of the world is, it seems, for some reason, both in the Nether and the Overworld. And something that, again, I'm not sure if this is intentional, but it's very interesting in either case, is what happens specifically below these mountains, because obviously the terrain down here looks mostly unaffected. However, you can now find this, a brand new type of cave biome that only exists on Bedrock. Again, just a reminder, Bedrock does not have the other cave biomes. The lush caves, the dripstone caves don't fully exist. They just kind of spawn in normal caves. But what you can find is this, what I can only describe as a mountain cave. And again, because of that weirdness with Java and Bedrock, because of the strangeness with how they do their things, I can't tell if this is meant to be real, especially because, again, they haven't raised the cloud height yet, and so what you get instead is you get clouds which go through caves. That makes no sense. Oh look, it opens up to the outside world. Maybe that is intentional. Maybe it's meant to be the inside part of the cave. Maybe these holes are what cause it to spawn down here. I don't know what this is, but this is some beautiful generation if it's intentional, which, again, maybe it is. Again, it really does feel like it is a cave. Oh, look at this. You know, this has to be intentional, right? The way there's, like, little pockets of water surrounded by ice. I love that. That is really, really, really nice design. And this is just one of those features that was not mentioned on the changelog, unless I really am missing something super obvious. Yeah, it is not something directly mentioned, but there is a brand new type of frozen cave, and or maybe cave is the wrong word, because you can technically be exposed to the outside world from here, but a brand new type of something exists. Oh, look, a rabbit jumped and died. But, yeah, it's a very interesting thing. And, of course, the other thing they've done this update that is on the changelog is they've changed the ore heights to match the Java heights. So you can find a bunch more, I think it's coal and emeralds in these mountains if you want to. So these are the caves you come to for coal, which is funny to me that, like, yeah, you go to the coldest type of cave and you look around and you find something that keeps you warm. Maybe that's only fun to me. But, yeah, I think this is a very fun little update, and I wanted to share it with all of you, and I also just wanted to give some more thoughts, because I was trying to limit myself as much as I could in that first video to, like, announcing it, but also saying, like, well, this is what it really kind of is. And the thing that worries me most about this update being split in two, and this feature you're seeing right here, this delightful brand new feature, not coming till the end of 2021, is, first of all, the impact it has on the future in terms of directly. I mean, again, this is what 1.17 was meant to be coming out this summer, which means that in the second half of the year, they start the work on 1.18 and they start the work on whatever comes next. You know, people call it an end update, but it's going to be whatever they want to do, right? So, like, that's exciting in a way. That is a thing that is usually going to be happening. However, this year, it's not going to be, right? They're going to be working on 1.17 till the end of 2021. That means 1.18 is obviously going to be delayed in that level, but also if now we went from having 2 Minecraft updates a year being the expected number to 1 Minecraft update a year, but it's going to be a big one, to like 1 Minecraft update. If it's going to be a big one, though, it'll take 18 months. I worry about the future of the game if, again, like a game that sustains itself on these updates. The community, I can see this as a YouTuber, I'm sure you can see this as casual followers too, but it's a game that thrives on the community interaction and, like, you know, exploring new things. The number of people who have told me, I was waiting until 1.17 to build a new world, now I can't start a new world until December, you know, like, that is 6 months of, you know, survival Minecraft that they're to some extent missing out on. And obviously that's, like, ridiculous on some level. Why would you do that to yourself? That's kind of silly, but also that's what they're doing. You can't try and criticize the people. You can just say that, yeah, for those people it's a bummer, and obviously what can you do? I mean, if they need 6 months, they need 6 months, but it's got some really worrying long-term impacts on Minecraft is something I'd like to just mention, and those long-term impacts hopefully can be resolved, and I don't know for sure. Also, you know what'd be fun? I don't want to mention it in the video because, like, whatever. But you know, we should start playing the blame game, right? This is totally Java's fault. If it's working here on Bedrock fully, maybe it's or maybe it is because they need to fix the fundamental issue that I'm talking about in this video for Bedrock. No, we need to blame one of the platforms. It is Java holding up Bedrock update, or it is Bedrock holding up Java's update. Let's get the blame game going in the comments, because you know what people love to do? People love to get tribalistic, and today I'm giving you precisely that opportunity. And I hope you take full advantage of it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you did all enjoy. You know, do the things that you do to videos you like if you liked it, because I'll see you all in the next one. Unless you die in a house fire, of course, you know? Real risk that happens to non-subscribers, I hear, from a reliable statistic. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching, because I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.